lovelies! I hope you're having a lovely day because I for sure am. Today I thought I'd be talking about some of the first outfits that I ever sewn. So these are like the very first garments that I ever made. And honestly, I never went to a sewing course or anything like that. It was only my mom who kind of taught me how to do stuff. And so they're really bad quality, and just the model is the worst of it because I don't know the proportions of the body and how that kind of thing works, and that's probably what's most prominent, that it's not symmetrical, it just doesn't fit well in the body. But nevertheless, I want to show you guys how far I've come, and this is where I've started. And I think my ideas really do shine through anyways. And so I made these between the ages probably 12 and 14, probably closer to 13 or 12. So this first item, it was kind of like an experimental thing. It's made of jeans material, and when I made most of the garments before, I mostly just try them on and then put loads of needles in and just sewn from there. So basically I just use my own body or my mannequin to fit it, and that's how I created it, and that's why it's also a little bit uneven and badly constructed. And so for this one, look how bad this is. This part with the rubber band and stuff, I put them there because so I could be able to pull it through. But I think the idea is really cool with the different materials and the way that I kind of just fit them together. This is a perfect example of me just starting with one idea and then just kind of developing it as I went and just kind of adding things as I worked on it. And yeah, there's some weird parts, there's a completely random hole here, and the insides are fraying and stuff. It's pretty impressive to know that I actually designed this when I was 12 years old. This never finished. I think I had a plan to fix it, but I'm probably never gonna fix it now. This next outfit, or two garments, it is actually just so cool, and they fit each other really well, and it just makes me so happy to see them together because I think it's very well put together, and I like the way it turned out. So two things that I was very fond of at the age of 12 were corsets and puffy skirts, and this is a combo of the two. So I made this corset, and it is not perfect, but I think the zipper and everything is sewn on pretty well. I mean, the insides are also very short, and I had the clever idea of putting a zipper in the front when it doesn't open, which yeah, it's very difficult to put on. But I actually like this model, and I had a lot of fun making it. I think I learned a lot in the process, and it just fits so well with the skirt. Now this is a unique combination because it looks kind of farmish, it could be a farmland skirt or something. I think this underskirt here, I think it was maybe my grandma's or someone in the family, and it's just an underskirt, and this is just a cloth that I put over, and I just attached it, and I did this small part sewn over so that it would have stood out. And yeah, I sewed it on the inside so you can see the hem and stuff, which is kind of bad, but I am really impressed with how I put it together. I just kind of went with it and just didn't think about much else. I just did the ideas that I did, and I really like that. The next garment is this one right here, and this was never finished. This was never supposed to end like this. I was supposed to make something at the bottom that would make it look less stripper-like, but I just like the idea of the shiny heart, and I actually really liked this garment at the time, but I think I was supposed to add straps and stuff, and it was supposed to be a much more developed concept. I have this thing against leopard now. I just think it's really gross. This actually looks pretty cool, and I remember when I made this, I took a dress that I already had and I traced it, and I made my own pattern out of it to create this, and I think that was the first time I kind of made my own pattern, and it actually turned out pretty nicely with the form and everything, so I think that went well. The last outfit, or it actually is only a skirt because this top is just something I matched it with. The original tank top is gone. I have no idea where it is, but I actually posted some pictures of this on my Facebook in 6th grade or something, so I have some pictures for you guys here of how the top looked, and I made these bows that were super ugly, but I thought they were so cool at the time. Yeah, they look really second-hand-ish crafts made, but I think it's kind of cool. and this thing is just so random. I think if you guys see properly, you can see that one of the puffs on one of the sides, like the flower one, is just bigger than the other one that's on the other side, and it's just like kind of sticks out. And these are like things that I didn't really think about. I just kind of put it together and then it just ended up looking like it ended up looking like. If I just change it, I just changed it. This is probably the first ever 2 garments that I ever made. And the tank top I didn't actually make, I just added stuff on it. And then there's like this little band thing that says, "Oh my god." And it has like a hair tie with like a button on it. And I'm just like, why did I even add that? I have no idea. But it's just so much fun looking back on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and could kind of see that you don't really need to start from the best. And the important part of all of this is that if you don't know much about sewing or you don't know much about whatever you want to get into, really, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you still get to express yourself creatively and don't let your abilities or skills stop you from doing something you really want to do. So yeah, I guess that's the message. I hope you guys all have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye!